Welcome to Creative Pages with Catherine. I'm Catherine. It's time for the next challenge in the 101 Scrapbooking Ideas and Sketches book. I'm going to be working with the Welcome Baby Purple collection this time on page 36. So let's get to it. All right, here it is. Here's the sketch I'm going to be working from. And you can see what mat sizes. I also did pull out my Scalloped Heart Border Maker cartridge here, and I've punched 4 borders with it using both our purple ice and our eggplant cardstock. I cut them both with our Victorian blade, just a little bit over 1/2 inch. Now, when you use our decorative blades for our trimmer, you're either going to have them in your blade housing facing this little creative memory, so you have words with our logo, and you can put your blade in either facing the logo or away from the logo. And I put it in away from the logo this time because it gives you a different look when you actually do your cutting with your blade. So I opted to go with the away look this time using the Victorian blade. It just works well with the scallops. You can use your scallop blade as well. I think I did on another layout use a scallop blade with our Scalloped Heart Border Maker cartridge, but I wanted to show you all another option. And for our base of our layout, we are going to use the purple clouds on one side of the page. This has the purple gingham on the back and our white with light purple speckles on it for the right side of the page. This one has the purple ombre on the back of it. Let's go ahead and start with the left side of our page here. We are going to be using our purple ice borders on this side. And the sketch did inspire me a bit on this one. I am also using, because we were going to use our 2 borders towards the bottom of the page, and then I'm also going to have kind of an emptier space up here, kind of just to give us some freedom for what we want to do with the mats up here. I've cut 2 mats from our purple rainbow paper that has the, actually I cut from the same paper. So I've got the stripes and the purple rainbow. Be aware that these pages are directional, so you're going to want to make sure it's in the trimmer, that direction, sideways essentially for your rainbows. We're going to place the scallop lines up here, which means I need to move this down. Oops. And this is kind of why I wanted to get my placement a little bit first, because I knew I was going to place this one up here and this other one through the bottom. All right, I think I can run this one along the bottom of my page right away. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me get my repositionable tape going, and then I can work on my placement of my other items here. So this goes right at the bottom of your page, following the line of your paper along the bottom of the page here. Your rainbow is going to have about 1/4 inch border around it. So bring that down just a little here. And this one can come down just a hair too. I need to make sure my larger embellishment will fit. I did pull several of our embellishments from our embellishment pack for this layout. You can see I've got the little mobile here, and I've got this larger frame embellishment. Okay, so that's going to look pretty good. Let's go ahead and place our other border, and then I've got a couple other embellishments that are going to go throughout the page as well. Okay, so that's going straight across. We can get these two placed, although I do have, hang on, let me see where these other ones are going. Okay, our bunny, and I got it from my mama, are going to go in here. So hang on, and I've also got my purple rainbow that's going to come over from the left side here. So just want to make sure we have space for all of these little extras we're putting on the page. This one's just going to go butt up to the edge of the paper as well. That one's going to come down a little. Our photo mat's going to go up against the edge of the page here too. All right. And this one is going to have a nice little border on it too, about 1/4 of an inch up here. And there we go. This actually basically is going to be our page. This is going to be up just a little bit more. But we're also going to put the mobile on the foam squares for sure. This is against the edge here. And I will bring back in the sketch to show you all what prompted me to do the placement of the mats and my embellishment. I always do try to add extra photos where I can, as you all know. And you know I like the larger photos, so that's where I usually try to focus. But every so often we just need a little bit of extra. So this rainbow is one of our enameled embellishments from our embellishment pack. This one is definitely going to layer here, and I'm going to pop this one up also. We'll put them together first, and then this one's going to go over here on the edge. That's going to be our journal box, most likely, unless you just so happen to have a very small photo. It just makes sense for our journal box on our page this time. Let me put a little bit of repositionable on one side of this so I can layer it over I got it from my mama, and grab out my foam tape. I need to remember to order another roll of this coming up here. It's not very expensive on the Creative Memories website. And like I said, it's just been coming in handy more and more lately for me. All right. There we go. This is going to be just perfect for the space. You can see I didn't quite go all the way to the end with my foam tape. So I have some space on each end so my photos can fit under as well. I'm just going to go ahead and place that right there. And then I need to get a couple of our foam squares for our mobile. Actually, we'll just use one of these larger ones for it. Maybe with one of the small ones in the bottom here. So our bottom doesn't sag at all. And this is going to be up here in this corner, hugging the edge, making sure you're either page protector or you can go into your pocket page easily still. There we go. And that is it for the left side of our page. Here we go. I think it turned out really cute. And I also want to show you the sketch, like I said again. So you can see here they had a larger embellishment here, and then they did have their journal box. And I reversed it. We're going to be making a 2-page layout also. So I will show you what we're going to do on the other side. But here's the other larger one. And then you can see they have 3 smaller, this one's a 6x3, 3x3, and 3x3 photos up here. and I wanted to leave my options open because I can easily fit another photo this way. I can fit a photo this way. It just, since I don't know exactly what photos will be going here, I wanted to leave the options open, keep one here, but we'll see. You know, maybe there is a smaller photo that can fit in here and do the bigger one. Whatever you have is what you can use. All right, let's get the right side of our page done now. And this one's going to be similar to our other side, except I did use the eggplant cardstock for our border on this side. Whereas the other side was the purple ice. Same paper for my mats here. This one is going up here. And this one is going over here. We've got to get our heart border down. I did pull out the other rainbow enameled embellishment from our embellishment pack, along with this other larger frame and a couple other of our smaller embellishments. So let me go ahead and get some repositionable tape on both of my borders, and we'll stick this first one down first so I can get my placement again. Where everything else is going to go on the page, I guess hinges from the bottom this time a little bit. This is going to hug the edge again. Let's put this right about there, and our frame will come in over here. And again, this can be another journal box, or it can house a small photo as well. This one, yeah, it's going up this way a little bit. Okay. This one's going to go over here against the edge, and let me go ahead and place this one down now. So that way, you know, we have enough space in between for both of our photos, but we also have our border here that isn't being overlapped by either of our photo mats. This one's going to go against the edge as well. Oops, I just did that one crooked, didn't I? All right. Straighten that out just a little bit here. There we go. Okay, peel that off, put it down against the other edge over here underneath our border. And all right. All right, and then for this one, I wanted our rainbow and our baby together here. We're just kind of creating mini clusters, I guess, if you will. It seems like a lot of clusters are kind of a bigger thing right now, and it's nice sometimes to layer some of these things. I will put this one up on foam squares as well, so it can go up here next to our photo. And then I also have our two little bunnies showing off their bunny butts here for the corner here. That one's going to go just straight on the page. This one will get popped up. Suppose I probably could have used the foam tape for this one too, but since it's an awkward shape, or a different shape, I guess, seems to make more sense to use the squares this time. There we go. And then you can easily, again, we can get 2 horizontal photos in here. You can get a nice size, larger vertical photo. Just whatever you have on hand, there's definitely options in that top left space for whatever photo sizes you have. All right, let's get these 2 together so I can show you that what they look like together. There you go. Oh boy. This one still looks a little bit off to me. I don't know about y'all. I think I'm gonna fix that real quick. Grab my multi-purpose tool here. What I've done to make this one go so crooked, but sometimes you want it to look nice, even though your pages are going to be separated a little bit. Oh, I think this is what it is also, is my border's not quite at the bottom either. Let's see if we can fix that too. Goodness gracious. I don't usually change quite so much at this point, but sometimes having that just a little extra attention to detail does make a difference. There we go. And the one with the repositionable tape is always easier to move, especially earlier once you've had it stuck not for very long at all. There we go. Okay. Feel a little bit better about the whole thing. There we go. Okay, I keep looking like it's just a little crooked on the camera too, but I think it's much better than what it was. Here we go. You can see these 2 kind of run in a line together. I think this is just the pattern on the paper was from a different place, but the line of the actual paper is lined up. And my 2 here look pretty good and close as well. So, okay, that is our 2-page layout. Let me pull in the sketch one more time for you all. And you can see how did I do. Hopefully it still honors the sketch. Actually, it honors it, I think, pretty closely for me. Anyways, I just did add the slightly larger photos there, or photo mats. Let's put together a card now. Here we go with our card. I have pulled out one of my blank cards from my blank card kit. I also do have my gold dot tip pen that we're going to be using for this one. I did cut some more cardstock with our Victorian blade. And this purple ice piece is 5.5 by 4.25. And that's going to go down on our card front. Let me get around the edges here just a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to layer on a 5" by 3.5 with our eggplant cardstock. And again, I did cut it with the Victorian blade as well. And you can see where we're going with this. I had to practice a little bit to see what I wanted to put on our card front with our embellishment a little bit. I liked the look of the gold with this onesie embellishment. And I liked the dots. I just didn't like the hearts as much. So we're not going to add any hearts. You're more than welcome to if you want. Oh, I think I was going to pop this one up. Let's do that. Still having a few allergy issues here. We still have a lot blooming here in Washington State. So, forgive me. My voice is definitely not quite 100% yet. Getting close. Just not quite all the way there yet. All right, so we're going to use our dot tip end first. We are going to have 3 dots through the sides and 5 dots through the top and the bottom. So you want to just kind of estimate your center. You can, of course, use your zero centering ruler if you want. I'm going for I did the 4 corners first and then the middles, and now kind of just estimating in between. I'm going to go ahead and get my fine tipped end, and we're going to just go around this little onesie embellishment a little bit here with our fine tip end of our pen. Now, I think this would just be a really cute birth announcement if you have somebody really special that you would want to send an extra special announcement to. And then you can write in your date, time, inches, pounds, and ounces for that baby. And you can also write the name either on the onesie or maybe here across the card as well. There you go. How's about that? Super cute. Quick, simple, easy, and high impact using our Victorian blade just to add that little extra, and using up some of our cardstock scraps from our layout as well. Well, that's it for our Welcome Baby Purple collection. I hope you enjoyed seeing my interpretation of this sketch. Please leave a thumbs up if you like, or add a comment and let me know your thoughts. Until next time.